think I've started recording. Yeah. So, so guys, we were into the record types and then escalation rules you have done, right? So maybe in the previous class, I don't know whether it has got recorded with the not response rules or escalation rules. So what I'll do is I'll quickly say that what we have done in the past, and then we'll jump into a formula fills and roll-up summary. What happened to my taskbar? Okay, fine. So in the last class, I think we have been doing with the roll-up summaries, right? So prior to that, what we're doing it? Um, Escalation rules. So let me get into escalation. I'm just doing this because the last class recordings I've been not having with the escalation. So any tickets which you created, but within a 30 minutes of time, if they don't do it, so our expectation was to escalate the case. So that was idle state. So that too, when we are doing this, when the case is not equal to true, that means a closed case is not closed and it's not equal to true. Look at this. Then we did edit, and then so we had an escalation action of 30 minutes, and we assigned to L2 support team. Guys, did you get any emails of escalations? Okay. So look at this. We have put an additional email. We have to go to all of you guys and then to the queue people of L2 support, whoever is there. And I got additionally one more email because I haven't notified the user who is the owner of the ticket. So that's the reason I got another one as an email. So maximum 30 minutes we have. So ideally we'll have a 2 days, 3 days of time when the case is getting created and they meet some conditions, so we need to escalate them. So this is an ideal state. Automatically your whatever the ticket that will move to a basic level to the next level called L support 2. It decides by either by user or to a specific queue. A queue can have multiple peoples. They can assign to themselves and they can start working on it if it isn't a queue. So we have also created the notification template based on the template that you have to choose here. How do you create templates? You have to go to a classic email or an email templates we have. So this is a template that we've chosen. So I think we have chosen the support escalated case notifications. So this is we have chosen. In terms of that's something that we do a customization, then I created this one. Let's see escalated case notification how it look like. So whenever it marks available for use, that means it is ready for use. It will be available for whenever you choose a template. If this is not marked, that means this template is not, though it is there, but it will not be showing up in the options that which you select for to choose a template. So look at this is a very flat text. If at all you wanted to have an HTML type of version, so then you need to create such. How do you do it? Go to classic templates or whatever, and then you while you mark new template, you need to choose HTML using classic header. So while doing this, what happens is it asks in options. You can paste the HTML type of content there, but basically what it asks is it asks for a logo and the body. So generally now you get an email, right? Maybe in your Gmail you get a lot of promotions where in the headers you get some logos and the body you have constructed. So it looks like the emails are nicely constructed. You can create such emails also here. Okay? So why it's not allowing is because they don't have a letterhead. Letterhead is very important to have a logo and then the bottom and the structure to be present. The moment the structure is present, then we can add easily a body HTML content. I can show that quickly. But I don't have any images so far. I need to give available for this. Hmm. I'll put generic header. See, no problem if you don't have a logo or something. So at least we can just quickly edit something here. Hide the talking about 100 pixels. Let me reduce to 50 so that the on the top that comes down. The same way, if you want the footer also to get reduced, you can do it. I'm just showing the random configurations that what you can do. Yeah, 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 Naresh, this is absolutely a custom um, template. Yes, of course. Firstly, let's say if you're getting a Gmail, anyone who gets a Gmail, a promotion Gmails, how look like? Just let me show you. You got it. They will have a proper. They will have a proper header. In, so I'll show you any random emails. I'll show you how do they construct. For example, if I Google some, look at this. Even this you see. So they have the logo. So they have a body structure, and they have a content inside this also. And a couple of them they also have a buttons. And at last they end with yeah. So this is not so something that we cannot create at all. It's not like that. The same thing we can do it here. But the thing is, we have to give a background things. How do you wanted it? Let's say the background color should be white. So they choose it to be white. That's it. So it no more appears with the what do you say? And let's say I'm just comparing the Google here. I don't want it to have anything at the background, so I'm just making flatly as this. And do we require this? Then you need to keep it as 2 pixels, or you want a line that you need to mark, you can give them. So look at this. When I do a preview here, how it look like. This is how it looks like. You have a very simple logo, headers. You don't want this margin lines. It's okay, fine. If you have any logo, then you can choose the logo here. So personally, I don't have any logos here, which not been shown. Okay. So let's say this is a template that has been done. Sorry, header that has been what do you say? Your background header has been created. So this typically looks like this. Okay, now what you do is you go back to classic template. See, you said it's available for use, and then you go to classic templates and you say that I wanted to create a new template. So choose HTML and say next. You should mark it as available for use, and then you can give a random one. Let's say whatever the name you can give. Let's create HTML template. So look at this generic header which I created and what type you wanted to have. So that you can give here. So I'm just giving it to hmm. So until this is fine, the next thing is we have to construct what needs to be done. So look at this is the template we got it. Guys, getting since we chosen that HTML layout as an header, so I can write something here. I can put my logo at the top. Whatever I can paste in HTML code also here. It works. If I say h1 hello slash h1, I can even write this type of code also because it accepts the HTML content. Look at this HTML email content, so I can write whatever the thing which I wanted it. So I think I'm going to do the same template that I'm going to use. So subject, let it be the same. Just click case number. So dear you can have this. And you can say thank you supporting. International problem. So you say next. If you want to give some company address like how the Google templates which you had, you can give this type also. Something they put like this, right? You can have in your templates. Next. We can align them also into the center side. Mm, this is fine. Say next. Look at this. So what if your browser is not supporting or your email is not supporting HTML content? At least the text version should be presented there, right? So copy text from the HTML version. So it'll just give me a text-based version copy. Please cut the following problem. A parsing template error. Hmm. We have copied from the Google content, right? So sometimes, so the moment you copy some contents from somewhere else, it will be causing a problem. So let me. Hmm. So somewhere in the content they had an issue. So let me modify the HTML version now. So if you want to make this as dynamic, so you can get the actual customer name from where? From the case, and select the field as the contact name they have, um, or else web name or web email, whichever the things which you got, supplied name, so that you can give it. You can put it here. So dear customer, instead that we can put directly who is the supplied name we have, and all these things we can have. And finally, so this content you can present. So this is the final case that we have. So the last, like how a company profile information that comes, it comes just like the right. So I've just kept the same. Now, edit the text version. So I need to copy the text version. I'll say copy from the text from the Steam version. Dear customer, this is all fine, and this is also fine. So putting if you want to preview something, how it looks like. This is the email it looks like. So if you have a logo and then the bottom header, it would somewhat matches to the coming here, right? So if you have a logo properly set up and the even the borders you have an HTML design type, yes, you can get it like this. Almost closely like this, you can get it. So if you want to do such really, then um, here we can download some random logos from the Google. Some bank I think would be there for National Bank. International. So let me just randomly take these. So this is stupid. Okay, so why I'm doing this is for you first time. So any after the emails which has come, so let us try. It will be easy for us. So you create an HTML template. Mm, pictures. Hmm. So there's a logo that we got it. So we'll quickly modify things here which is not required. Mhm. Fine. Okay, we are ready. To International Private Bank. Okay. I think this one only is far better, I think. International Bank. Perfect. Okay. Our logo is ready. It just looks like Indian Post Office. Let me save this. So quickly come to here. Actually, we have to get into classic version where we don't have a documents to upload here. Uh, Switch to classic because the moment we come to headers here, in the headers only have to choose the logo. This one. Sound for okay. Classic it does next. So I'll choose a here I choose a logo. Where am I? So I'm gonna edit this properties. Sorry, not the property header. Letterhead. So here I have to select the logo, right? So while I'm selecting logo, if I don't have anything in a documents, so where this document generally resides, if you think, it resides in the classic. Uh, Basically, documents is moved from away from a Salesforce classic. Sorry, in the Lightning experience, we don't have documents. In terms, they have files. But when I select a logo in the letterhead, still they represent the same. So that's the reason I've come here. Somewhere I can see a documents here. Yeah, I need to go create a new document, and then I say simply a logo. Externally available image is fine. I'm gonna choose this file. Choosing the file, it is in pictures. Yeah, I've chosen the file. I'm gonna save it. Oh, it looks like system's crashed. Guys, quickly let me close this and again open it. I was in the same file. Let me choose the logo. Why for the simple logo it's getting stuck? Because I think it's fine. So the logo, if it is uploaded, the template would look like on the top you will get a logo, and then content would be there. So the same content would be represented whenever you are sending an escalated mail. Automatically, it will fire from a company website. It looks like that. So let me choose the previous escalated template what we have as a notification. I'll choose this custom template with HTML1 and replace the new one which we have done. So whenever now we create a case and within 30 minutes of time, this template has to appear. So that is all I wanted it. You guys getting? Hello? Is anyone there? Fine. Because it's not allowing me to do any stuff. Anyway, the meeting would end it now. So what I'll do is so cancel this now. And you guys, can you rejoin again? So we will rejoin, and next 45 minutes what I'll talk is about the formula fields and what we can do with the formula fields and the roll-up summary which I already discussed. So that we will recap. Okay, thank you guys. So rejoin again to the same link. Yeah, thank you. Is I'm audible? Guys, I'm audible? Yeah. I know that file got uploaded and then I were able to modify the logo. Now all the thing is we have just to jump into the escalated case. Escalation rules and I have to replace this header files. So this template then it will be fine enough. So now for this L2 support team, I need to choose this template. Look at this escalated case notification reassignment, escalated case notification. In the case of reassignments, I can just send this an email to those guys. If I say escalated case reassignment, what these guys are talking here? What is the subject they have? Escalated case reassignment. Mhm. So, five public escalated case notification reassignment. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, this is fine. So I just gonna choose our own template. What we've chosen here, escalated HTML template. So now this would fire the latest of our emails with HTML version. Which one I've chosen? Let me check. Oh, again I've chosen the normal one. HTML one I've chosen here. And for this guy, I'll choose the HTML version. And so for everyone we have, let's create HTML template. So now if any case we're going to create and that has a 13 minutes of timeline, so we will have a case escalated. Mm, randomly we'll do a case one and then we'll do fire it off. Okay, this is another email which I have. I think I have to switch to my email ID. Compose. Test escalate. Now if I come back to my cases, I should see this escalation. So in 30 minutes of time, I'll get an escalation email. So this is what we have seen in the last class. I think we have recovered. Um, so let's quickly jump into the roll-up summary that what we have done. Cases, all open cases. Look at this. There is a mark careless test escalation rule. Since it has got fired to the L2 support, automatically it moved. So now again, the test escalate case that we have here, even this also would be moved, but this is the recent ticket that we created. It has a waiting period of 30 minutes. Suppose that, so this is an email which we got from the recipient. So he targeted and then he sent to us. Thank you. This is the command. Okay. Case created has happened. So now what happened is after 30 minutes you have to see. So we all should get the recent HTML template that based on things we have to get it. So that is the custom template that which we created, and also to the escalating case we have been attached to it. So any questions, guys, here? So we have seen the how to create letterheads, custom templates, added to our escalation case. So anyways, anywhere you want to create such templates, so you have to go to a letterheads, prepared with the letterheads first, and then template be ready. You can use it for as long wherever you wanted to fire an email. Are you good with this? Yeah, perfect. So now, so we were jumping into a topic with formula fields. So did you guys get a chance to go into to look into some formula fields? So on the day which I sent a cheat sheet, the the cheat sheet link which I provided, this one, this one, cheat sheet. So where it talks more about what are the formula fields that we have. So let me just press it again. So we would try to get one such formula fields in maybe an account or a contact, an opportunity, wherever. So how do we do a cross reference fields? I'll show you. This is the formula sheets that we have. What are the different types of functions we have? Um, so I can give quickly few assignments hands-on to work on the formulas, or I can give a chapter where into the trails that you have a simple formula to test it out. So that will be more helpful to you guys because you can go quickly do a challenge. So why I'm preferring a lot of on to the trailers is, so you do assignment, you do a crack of a trailers, that would be a batches would be added to your name. And later on, the batches you can present in a CV saying that hey, I hold this many batches. That eventually says that you have an experience and you are quickly learning the things which is there in the trailer batches. Getting? So it's just like an hands-on. If you try to do here in your own personal log, maybe no one knows what you're doing. But if you do via through a trailer and then it is somewhere captured, your batches will have a count. So ultimately, that's something people outside would know. Even the batch you have a ranking. Let's say Ranger is the highest one we have. Expeditioner, Mountaineer, the couple of rankings we have. So have you guys seen such traded rankings? Yeah, yeah. So, so my ultimate goal is whatever we learn, same level of batches also we have. If you take that, it will be really helpful to you guys. Either in terms of presenting yourself and also in terms of let's say showcasing whenever it is required in terms of talent, how many batches you cleared. Because sometimes in the interview they ask the questions, how many batches you have taken. Are you um, following the Salesforce releases? How do they do releases? They do release, let's say 2021 winter release they do. They post few questions to the trailer. So you have to go see and then whoever owns the certification they have to do it. Otherwise certification won't be maintained. So in such case, however you have to touch the logical things which are the recent releases which has been posted. So that reason they ask you the question like, hey, how many batches you hold? Are you are updated with the current trends of the Salesforce, whichever the release has been came through? So what is the 2021 winter release updates you have? Okay, can you tell me one or two? So these are the questions could be there in interview also. If the interview is going in such a way that you showcase that you are an experienced professional. Could be because ideally, even in Indian interviews, we answer such questions. Maybe if they ask such questions, you need to at least say that yes, I am pretty good with the trailers. I take an exam often, or few of the assignments which I also have done. I hold this many batches of ranking, so you can tell at that some point. Eventually, those are helpful. So I'll send you the trailer formula based to know to crack on something. So that assignment I'll send. You guys can look into it. Um, Otherwise, I'll try to show you how do we create a formula first, and what are the different types of functions we have. See, even in your trailers, if you go, they don't have that detail of formulas, or a cheat sheet they don't provide. I found this somewhere in the cheat sheet. So in one go, you will see all these operations. You know what are the functions methods you have. Let's say look at this logical operators. What are the possible we can have, and date functions. Everything can have informational functions like whether the values has changed, if condition, whether they are not. Yes. So couple of functions we have. I already told you the advanced functions which were there. For example, wherever you use a JavaScript, those all of no more it is useful because all the concepts have moved from a JavaScript, whatever the classic to Lightning experience. So one of this portion, many of the wherever the JavaScript is been they calling, so those things are not in real case. Ideally, they are still in use, but if you are using the classic system, that will be helpful to you. But what if a company is moving ahead to Lightning experience? So in the Lightning experience, such buttons or such custom fields will not be shown. So that's a true statement. So now let's get into any of the object manager of a particular object. Let's say I go to an opportunity. So simple formula fields let's discuss and then little bit make it one or two more complex onto it. So what is simple formula fields? Hey, I am into the child object. Let's say opportunity. I wanted to get my accounts account simply display name. I don't want any lookup relationship, whatever they have. I don't want such. I just wanted to get the display name. So what I do is there may be a formula fields here previously. If there are there, not there. It's okay, fine. On opportunity, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to click on new field. So in the new, I'm just clicking on formula. So I say next. So in the next, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to click on say that copy account name. So this is a simple one. See, there's a when I just click on a formula fields are the basic read-only fields. It does a calculation on the load of the page, and you cannot modify any of the formula fields. It's just the read-only field. So then what happens? You just go click on either these are the different data types we have. Like what is that? So look at this. There is a checkbox here. You can have a formula field checking for a checkbox. Why? Yes, the case is created and it is more than 3 days old. So then that on based on the formula fields, you can make it as checkbox as check. And the currency, I am comparing the currency of maybe the amount which is originally there, the minus of the expected amount. So what is the original amount I can get in my hand? So that I can even get such formula fields and then keep it here. And something you're working with the date. So you have a due date, something that you want to work on, and so in the opportunity you mentioned somewhere the close date. So you wanted to make something a due date minus of a close date. How many days are remaining? Only 2 days are remaining. So these are the simple formulas you can create on an opportunity and you can show it. So ideally what I'm trying to say is these are the different types of data types that we have. Each and every one would be used for their own cases. You cannot use text and to expect for a number. You cannot use a currency and then expect for a text. So use the wisely as which are the data types are being used. So look at this. Anything you wanted to work on the text base, look at this. Full name. I want to copy the last name. and concatenate with the first name. So then while it appears, it'll try to appear the first name plus last name. So so formula is not only for a single text-based conversions you have, so you can have different types of date types. We can deal from date time to time, all the possibles we have. So any questions, guys, here? Okay. Oh, Raj is not there. Oh, oh, okay, sorry, sir. I didn't send the phone. No problem. Okay, I just click on a text here. I say next. So here, what I do is this called as a cross-reference formulas, where you choose from where you wanted to get it. Look at this. There are two types of field insertion here: simple formula and advanced formula. What do you mean by simple and advanced? Um, in the simple formula, I would have all the opportunity-based fields. Look at this opportunity I have and opportunity-based um, fields which I have. Let's say total order tracking number, opportunity name, next time. These are the fields that which are text-based versions we have. If I just click on advanced operator, advanced formula, so that time, so I have an options. Look at this. Whatever the functions which I see, no, advanced text, math, logical, time, date, and time, which is matching with this. What is that? Logical operators, math operators, date and time function, text operators. All that you can see here. Date, time, logical, math, text, advanced. You see this? So if I want to clock text, so then I can see all the functions which is talking on the day for the text. Left, right, get, case ID, which is there in the beginning. Okay, let's say all function categories, then it will give me all. Just like selecting all. So let's say new is new. Sorry, it says new. Checking is new, is null, is blank, is quick list value. So that based on that is we have a couple of them. So now what is my purpose of this is just to copy the account name. So I don't want it to get such. So I can check whether is not blank. I can check. Look at this. Whenever I say is blank, I can click on insert the selected function. Checks whether the expression is blank and returns true or false. To see this, I would say if not is blank, then return me something. In true state, what you want to return. In false state, you want to what you want to return. So that you can give it here. In this expression, what I can do, insert, go to account name. If the account name is actually account name will not be blank. I'm just putting here is blank account name. So if the account is not blank, then get me account name. If in true statement, if in false statement, just leave blank. I don't care. Close to close. Let's see. Let's just check the sentence. This looks perfect. Just getting. First is a conditional statement in if, and the next two statements are if it is true, what should I do? If it is false, what should I do? Just getting. If you don't know what is the if syntax, just click on if here. Select this. What it says: logical test with the conditions that you give it, and value if it true, what need to be present here, and value if it is false, what need to be present here. And value I want just simply blank. So what is my idle statement is if it is not blank, then get this. Okay, we just said copy of an account name, right? So ideally the copy of an account name would be there for sure. So why don't we put for account number? I don't know whether for the account number all I have. I don't know whether the account number would be there or not. So let's do that scenario for account name number. So I'm not checking for account name. Ideally it will be present. I wanted to get an account number from my um, so if it's true, I'll get account number. In the false statement, what I'll do is I'll try to say that no value. So this is a false statement. I should print this. So let me see. Logical check syntax. Syntax wise is perfect. Everything's good. Guys, you getting? I'm just putting in a simple if statement, putting a condition where this guy should not be blank. I'm just checking that is blank. If it's not blank, then do this. Else, no value put it. So let me go back. Copy account number it is. So next. Look at this. Since it is a formula field, so it is saying that read only for all the fields. I would give done definitely read only to everyone. We can't stop them. So we are fine. Whatever the cases that is given access. I'm going next. I'm adding to all the layouts. Yes, it should be copied. Now I come back here. I just click on any opportunity here. I go to Amarnath here. I go to detail section. Look at this. Copy account number. No value. Why? So let me just go to Amarnath account and see in the detail section. I don't have any value in the account number. That's the reason I'm saying there's no value. So let me put my account number as AM00120 and save this. Now all the ways I'll come to my opportunity. And now I see in the detail section of an opportunity. So where I have the copy of account number, yes, the values are present here. So if you don't have any value, I say no value. If something is there, I just present the value. Guys getting? So ideally, if I have to no, just didn't write any formulas, simply just go copy my account number. Yes, it is possible. But what if the number is not there? The value here it will be simply blank. Instead, I'm just presenting there is a no value. I'm giving my customer message there. You guys getting? Copy account number. I would have just put a simple value instead of if statement here. I could have put this directly. I could have put this. This is nothing. No one is required this. If I just simply put this, still it works. If I put this simply, still it works. So basically, you're trying to copy the actual value from there to your parent to check. But when the value is actually present now blank in your account, so you don't state that it is a blank or something XYZ problem. Getting? So directly go and remove in my respective account. We don't know what has been there. No idea what happened. So it just being a blank there. Now here a blank. So here also the same copy would be blank here. Okay, let me refresh the page. Formula formula fields are just the cross reference you created. Whether the value is there, we'll copy. We'll display here. It doesn't mean that we have copied the value there. No, it just the references getting from another object where we call them as a cross reference fields, cross reference formulas. Of course, you are referencing from some other table. If the value is there, I'll display. If there is no value, I'll not display anything. So for these conditions, I was written as if there's no value, say me that no value. If the business use case is such, then you need to have the formulas which I created the same. So at that time, this flatly the value won't help. So you may expect a customer saying that here a client is saying that if the account number is not there, it's okay, fine. So present saying something that um, so account number is invalid or account number is not required in a no value, something that you have your own versions of clients can have it. If it is flatly there's no number here, no number, if they say, still fine. If something like custom this way, then you have to present this. So why I'm putting is not blank. Of course, I have to check that particular account number is not blank. So only then on a true statement you do this, in a false statement you do this. Just kidding. So that way we have used the condition statements. Where is the condition? Somewhere we have if statements, right? Informational functions. So we have used this, and we've used is blank also. That's a function where it checks whether the value is blank or not. So like that you can check is changed. Is changed means what? So I would check saying that. So earlier it was some ABC, now what is getting changed. So I say that is if the value is getting changed, then do this operation. If the value is very new, then do this XYZ things. So such informational functions we have. And whatever the input that I'm giving, is it a number? Then if it is number, then do this operation. So like that only we have. So we have used not, we have used if, and we have used is blank. So in these couple of formulas we can use, and I'll share the web, what is that trailers. You can get to know. So what my ideal statement was to create a formula fields and show you guys how it works, and where you want to see how do you see with the cross reference fields. So any questions with this? Okay. So again, in the last class I have just created that roll up summary. I already also told you guys roll up summary will be always on to the a parent or a master object on residing only on the master detailed relationship. The roll up summary would be there. Is getting. So roll-up summary on a master detail only it will be there, and that particular object should be a master. Someone should be choosing that particular object as a master. So if you're clear with that, then let me jump to the object manager. Let me go to an account. Account is a master object which I see because all the opportunities and other object chosen to be a master for the account. Let me jump the fields and relationship, and I think already on the last class I created the roll-up all opportunities. Getting tomorrow if I just go click new and then see I would be enabled with the roll-up summary. What it means. See again, this is like again a formula field. So who are like a looks like a formula field? If you see roll-up summary, they are read only. Formulas are read only. Auto numbers are read only. Always these three fields are read only. Where you create a field and all they are read only. Auto numbers generate on their own, increment on their own. Of every record inserted, formula fields is just the cross reference I get from somewhere else. to my parent record or from maybe the cross reference I got it. Like from the opportunity I got it from the from account where to just copy the name or a number whatever. It just display. Nothing we are really inserting some record to an opportunity or updating some to an opportunity. No, it's just a cross reference we have. And again, roll up summary also the same way. We go find all the child records account and then get them and again display just for the display. On the page load, it quickly calculates and does it. It's also another type of formula where it does calculation of all the child records. Why it is on to the master account if you think, why it is only on the master detail if you think, because they are tightly coupled. As you're getting, they are tightly coupled. Every child will have a master record for sure. Is getting for a lookup relationship, I cannot guarantee they are loosely coupled. They may have a their parent record or they may not have a parent record. For example, I'm a child record. I can choose my parent or may not. So this is what the condition of a lookup relationship. But whereas master detail, when I'm trying to create a new child record, or I'm just randomly creating a new record onto the child, I have to choose for sure. Mandatory is I have to choose my master who is he. Without that, I cannot save the record at all. So that's the reason it was easy to pick for a roll-up summary. Hey, go find all my parents' related child records. So is it a count or a sum or a minimum, maximum? All I can do the stuff when I have a finite number of child records. If I don't know who is my child or if I don't know who is my parent, it's a crazy thing. So that's how for lookup and all they don't care. Only for the master detail type of relationship where the object is master. From there you can have a roll-up summary as a option which is enabled for you. Yes, getting? Hello. Okay, perfect. So now the same way which I created no roll-up summary, I just go back because already we created roll-up. So just check in reiterating here. Click on this. So while I edit it, either I can just choose the count. Count means what? How many child records I have, or I can do a sum to which particular field I want to do is I want to do an amount field. So that how many number of opportunity you own, I don't know. Like say 10 opportunities, each opportunity's amount, all are like summed up and then it is added to the account. Get it? So that's how under the Amarnath if you see there would be a field called onto the account side, not onto the opposite side. So let me get into the account and as you can see there's a field called roll up. Roll up all the optives. So currently one optive we have. If it is as many optives we have, then the price of this or the amount of this will be keep increasing here. So any questions here? Okay, so let's quickly get into data validation. So why you wanted to validate any field? Why you wanted to validate any field? A validation. Yes. So you basically doing for data quality. I'm saying that to enter the email, you are entering the phone number. For a phone number, you are given only 9 digit. I'm expecting 10 digit. So this all indicates a data quality. For that sure reason, we need to have a data validations. So without the data validations will not happen. You're saying that my close date is today, and so you're expecting, okay, for example, close date should be today ideally, but you're giving the 5 days back a close date. So will it be a no proper statement? Close date should be today, right? How can I give me 3 days back you enter and then you close a ticket? So let's do this. So interrelated. So I go to an opportunity. It was closed one, right? Let me change this. Let me randomly change some stages here. And details I went. Closed it is 1 to 2021. 1 means it is Jan 2nd. So it is allowing me to say. So I'm saying that, hey, close date should be today because you're closing today. How can you have a 2? Today is somewhere around date 6. Just getting. Ideally, what I'm trying to say is close date should be either greater than or equal to today because I'm closing today. Or whenever you close on that particular date should be the close date. Close date cannot be less than today. So that is my condition. Are you guys getting? I was closing today, closed 1, and look at this date is somewhere previous of the of current date. So I should not allow them. I should say them, boss, hey, you cannot do this. I need to give an error to them. Okay. So let me just get in here and go to the object manager, go to opportunity. And there is a validation rules here. Click on the validation rules. We're gonna click a new here and then say a new validation rule. Close date. Check. It should be active in order to test. And I'm gonna say conditions. Yes, we can mention. What is that? Again, I'm gonna use if condition. If condition inserted in the logical, what I want to do is I want to insert a field. It didn't do anything. Just I just selected an if and I inserted the selected function. I'm audible now. So what I was saying is you have a couple of functions here. Click any one of them here and then say click on insert selected function. I'm gonna click. There's a button here. If I click that, it will give me what should be written, what value if I is true or false, and then after need to mention here. Yeah, let's say yeah, look at this. Espic val. I just clicked on selected. So espic val. What is a pick list field value? What is the text letter you have to give it? Okay, let's say and look at this. Okay, let me take all of this. And I've chosen. I clicked on hand. I selected insert. And is basically says logical one what you want to present, comma logical two what you want to present. So you can have as many commas. So basically it is like you have a condition of this way. It is like this: 1 and 2 and 3. How to do in normal scenarios, right? So 1 and 2 and 3 means all should be true for you. So this is they giving this way. They give it as and they're expecting a comma in between 1 comma 2 comma 3. Getting? So these both are same only. Every time you add and in the between and you have one and write all the conditions here. So this way. We write a condition here, right? So 1 double equal to 1 and 2 double equal to 2, and so you can have such statements, and 3 not equal to 4. So like this you can have multiple conditions in under the between, and you say and. This is overall a normal scenarios where you do it. Now the same thing I can do, I can put at the front as an and every conditions I can give a comma there. So what I expect is every condition should be true. Only then the overall should be true. Getting? So this is what Salesforce is expecting. You put and at the front and have as many conditions in the logic. So what overall this should be true. Only then I'll execute. Getting? Check whether all the arguments are true and returns true if all the arguments are true. Yes, right? That's what a hand does. Did you get that? Naresh, you there? So you got the point? Like what I was saying here? Okay. So now I just wanted to present what was this? Close date check. That's condition which I given, and I'm having if statement here. So here what I want to do is I wanted to insert a field called close date insert. Close date. I have to give a condition here. Close date greater than today. So it should be greater than or equal to today. So how do you write today? System dot today. So let me write today. Yeah. So there's the today. It returns the current date. A function called as today. You see this? Close date greater than equal to today. I accept the close date. Check the syntax. Oh, sorry. I should say here it is true, and I should say it as false. So what I mean by this is I am expecting a close greater than today. I say it should be true. If this is the case, it is. I say okay, true. Then I give on a condition here saying that mm, close date cannot be lesser than today. On which particular field you want? I want on close date itself. Save it. Okay. Close date greater than equal to today. In a true case, we'll display some message. So I'll come quickly here. Change status fine. So now I'm trying to mark the selected state to closed one and click on save. Mm, look at this. Mm. Close date cannot be lesser than today. I think we're doing around same. It should be the opposite. So we can put a condition saying that, sorry. Um, Close date cannot be. Can we have a future close date and we can close the deal if it happens? Okay. So what I expect is you do a greater or lesser, I don't care. I always expect that something should be close date double equal to today. So if you are having on to the current date, then I accept you guys to close the date. So I'll mention this. If close date not equal to today, then you fire guys. Close date cannot be lesser or greater than today. Make sense? I expect close date should be today. If it is not, then I'll say you can't be greater or lesser than. Close date cannot be lesser or greater than today. So what I expect is, what is my date is 6 is today. Then if I save, you are allowing me to save because I'm on the current date. So now let's say I'm gonna go to a close date of less than of 3. So you say that it cannot be either less, it cannot be either greater. See, I can keep a future date. I can keep a future date and keep it. I can keep a less than a date or whatever it is fine. Getting here, I have a. I can just jump into forward. Save. Oh, always it looks for a close date. Close date cannot be greater than. mm, Firstly, no, that was the correct statement which I used earlier. What I'm saying is I can accept you greater than today, but I cannot go less than today. Close date. If I say close date is less than equal to today, I accept you, but I cannot put into future state. So then what happens? So let me refresh this page. So come on, I'm sharing the screen to you. Mm, So the conditions now I've written. So let's say I can have 5, I can save it. Hello, hello, guys, I'm audible. Oh, sorry. Okay, so what I want to do is I'll accept the date from no, let's say less than also I'll accept, because while you're working on the close date, while you're working on the close date, so you say that hey, um, I can have today's date, but I can have less than today. So this is the ideal statement which should be close date cannot be lesser than today is the one which is we have to give a message there. Close date cannot be lesser than this is the first thing which we did. No, the same is correct. Close date cannot be lesser than today because I am working on 6th, which you allow me to save. So I expect always a close date should be a future date. So in that case, I shouldn't put an equal also there. Close date less than today. I treat them as a lesser. Okay, let me put a condition here saying that I'm just working on my close date. Still, so far, I don't have any validations on opportunity. It was so flat. I can do whatever play with the close date. You go give a very high date, you give a low date, you close on any date, closed one. So this was so um, no unevenly managed. So now what in our business condition that we're getting is I need a close date. I can keep my future dates as well to close a day, to close an opportunity. Because while we open an opportunity, ideally, while we open an opportunity, we expect a close date should be a little far. Okay, 10 days I give a time to close this opportunity. I can have future dates, but how can I have a less than today? Correct, right? How can I open an opportunity today and how can I give the opportunity as like some days, like 10 days back? But you tell me, hey, close date cannot be lesser than today. But it accepts me to present little bit far further because opportunity today open, I can have my opportunity which is 10 days ahead. Is getting this is January, right? I can keep 20 days ahead, which is no problem because it is like it's a future state. So, but I will not allow you to have a less than today of whatever the opportunity it is. Maybe on that day, maybe maybe on that day, let's say I'm on 6th, but this opportunity someday someone has given me a back of it saying that this opportunity was about to close on 3rd, but it's not closed. Today is 6th. At that day, when you wanted to save it, it'll tell boss close it should be today. You cannot have less than that because you're not meeting the criteria. Again, that guy has to move that close date 3rd from 3rd to today, and he has to mark the close. Is it fine? So this is a validation rule we have written. And if you wanted to have any such validations, you can have. Even validation also, I'll send the snippets which we have. So ideally, this is how we check it. What we do is we put a condition and what is the error message to be displayed and where error exact location should be displayed. Even that you have to mention. If you don't mention randomly on top, somewhere it will appear. But ideally here, if it says exactly it is appearing on the closed it is because you have chosen the location as error as closed it. Get me the error there only. Something I'm giving wrong here. Give me the error the right place. Getting? So it is displaying the error onto the right field so that we will get to know, okay, on which field we have an error. And where it says that, go click onto the close it. So that is the problem. That is the error that we're getting it. Yes, getting. So again in the validation also, what is the important thing that we see is your formula fields should be used here. So now let's say a condition which I say here is if conditions I use, that is basically a formula fields, right? Now whether I compare with some other value, hey, your some other opportunity field on this XY field should not be this so and so, or your pick list value should not be so and so, then I agree. Something that if you have a conditions you can do it. For example, so do not allow a copy where you're let's say you're about to save this recording, anyway, it's fine. And I have a condition saying that my opportunity account owner, if it is this guy is blank, again, my opportunity account owner, if this guy is blank, I will not allow you to save the record. You can even have that condition. So let's try to write another rule. Um, because each and every error you have a different condition to be presented. Close it cannot be greater than today you are presenting an error message, but we cannot match up with the another validation which I'm saying as your account number cannot be blank. Getting? So in that case you need to write a different validation rule. Check account number not blank. So you can have underscore in the between, so but you cannot have a spaces. You can have underscore like this, but you cannot have spaces. So I'm just giving random like this. Okay, so now what is my condition? I'm saying that insert field account number if this is blank. Okay, so I'm saying that is blank of an expression. I didn't do anything here. I'm just saying that is blank account dot account number. So that means what? For know that it should if it is blank, then give me an error message. It's basically saying that is it blank? If it is yes, give me an error message. Opportunity related account cannot be account number cannot be blank. So where you want top of the page or on the respective page. Okay, I'll just go to this account name and display there because formula field is a copy number, so it don't display there. I'm saving this. So now let me come back here. I don't do anything, but I just click simply on some other place. I just click on it and then I click on save. It says for this account, opportunity account account number cannot be blank. But we know that for sure account number there is blank. So that's the reason it's saying here. You're getting? So all we need to know is this particular account, whichever opportunity account, right? So that account number cannot be blank. Then what is my immediate thing is I have to go here to this account and go to the details and the account number is blank. Yes, I have to fill out this saying that AM0001 some number. I save it. Then I come back to the opportunity. Then I can freely work on this opportunity. I'm trying to modify some of the value on this opportunity. It should freely allow me to save it. Look at this. It allowed me to save because I have the account number present there. That's the reason it allowed me to save. So all what I've did a basic check is blank on that particular account number. If that is there, if it is blank, true, put an error message. Currently that condition got failed. Why? Because it has some number there, so it didn't display any messages. It allowed me to save. So this is how you write a validation rules on a particular object, and the conditions are you can give using the formulas like this. For more scenarios, what you have to do is I'll just give a trailhead's link. Maybe use every use case would be quite different, so you can keep checking on it. So it will be interesting to work. So ideally, which formula where to use if you get to know, that will be simple enough. So I think we're good. So tomorrow we'll starting with the workflows, approval process, and the process builder. So this ideally would take either 1 or 2 days, and I think by this end of this week will be completing this what do you say admin, and next Monday we'll be starting with development for sure. So these are three important chapters which talks about more about the automation. Otherwise, other things are very simple enough. So any questions, you guys? Email triggers? Auto. No, I didn't get the question again. Come again. What do you mean auto? Yeah. So I think what I can recommend you is, in case of you wanted to do some email, you're basically talking about auto response escalation rules. You're saying that. I, okay. I think I. Okay, I'll find it and then I'll send you out any such trailers we have. Or else ideally we have to see in our own developer org, and we have to have a put a condition saying that on a case or an account, anything. Escalation is not only for one, so you can have either for lead or a case you can have. So I'll send it out. So the case which I think I didn't create a case, right? Um, no, I didn't. I think so. Reason it didn't fire. Okay. Suppose this class I'll create a simple case. Oh yeah, I've created a case. Sending an email. So did you get any email so far? 30 minutes it should be now. Oh, perfect then. So all the yeah, we got escalated case. So this escalated case has a with the logo, messages, formatting. You have it right. So it says International Private Bank as a logo. We got it. Mhm. So so comparing from a normal message to a normal text message to HTML messages also we have dealt with. So that's good. Okay, so we're good there. Here you can look at this. And the last message is what we wanted to have, that even we have. So we can optimize, putting a simple small logo and then you can get as much you design. Since I upload a little bigger as versions of an image, so that's the reason this gets this way. Otherwise, we're good. Okay, so I'll send few trial links to you guys, like which you wanted to on the topic wise. You can still practice hands-on to it.
Okay, great. So see you guys all tomorrow with the workflows and then different chapters.